we wanted to sort of capitalize on whatever interest had been developed in the community because of the season's spectacular opening of the DPAA with the Haydn creation. But we thought maybe all Haydn would be a bit too much. So we're doing some nice contextualizing.
The next concert by the Bach Society of Dayton is titled Haydn and More. It's November 3rd at 4 p.m. at the Kettering Adventist Church. I'm Larry Coressel with ArtsFocus. Here's accompanist Alan Kimbrough.
The Bach Society is going to be doing two settings of Psalm 117, one by Georg Philipp Telemann to close the first half, and then the Bach Motet No. 6 to close the whole program as well. And we're doing a Vivaldi setting of the Creed. I think many people are familiar with Vivaldi's setting of the Gloria. This is far less frequently done and is an interesting piece to set alongside the Haydn little organ mass that we're going to be doing.
Along with the Bach Society Chorus and the String Orchestra, there's another younger chamber choir joining you for this program.
We're absolutely delighted to have the chamber choir from the Stivers School for the Arts, directed by Paula Powell. One of the missions of the Bach Society is to nurture the next generation of choral singers. So we're just delighted when we have the opportunity to work with young singers. And these young singers I have heard on several occasions. They have often done programs for the series of brunches that Coco's does in February to support Stivers. I've heard them do pre-performance singing at the Schuster Center as well. They're a very fine group of young singers. And they're going to be doing 4 numbers on their own as well.
In the entire concert, there's a trio of Haydn pieces. What are they going to be?
Well, there's the Haydn Missa Brevis Johannes de Deo, which is sometimes called the Kleinl Orgel Messa because it has a nice obligato organ part in some of the movements at least. And then there is a Haydn Little Organ Concerto, and then a Haydn setting of the Salve Regina. So those are the 3 main Haydn pieces.
Alan, whenever I've spoken to you about the Bach Society programs, you are always the accompanist, which you are here, but you get to have the spotlight during the Haydn Organ Concerto in F.
Well, yes, it should be fun. There's a supposition, of course, that Haydn himself performed the concerto when it was first done, and it's written for a relatively small instrument and a small ensemble of string players along with it. So it's just 3 short movements, but they're happy movements.
We always hear the Haydn piano concertos and his trumpet concerto, and I do know of a recording of the organ concertos, but we just don't hear those very often, at least not as often as Handel's organ concertos.
No, and probably not even as often as the Mozart church sonatas for organ and strings as well. I don't know why that is. I don't.
Well, we'll look forward to hearing this Haydn concerto played by you.
Thank you. The Stivers Chamber Choir is going to be doing a setting of a spiritual, I Got Shoes. They're going to do a Hassler number that fits nicely with the rest of the program, but they're also doing 2 20th century compositions by modern composers. So that will add to the variety of the program, and I think it will be a wonderful afternoon.
Hear Haydn and More with the Bach Society of Dayton on Sunday, November 3rd at 4 p.m. at the Kettering Adventist Church. Get more information by visiting the website bachsocietyofdayton.org. I'm Larry Coressel. ArtsFocus is a production of Discover Classical.